Hello, Internet. Welcome to episode 18 of Verbal Graffiti with your host, Brian Glass, aka the B Man. Did I just record this episode without any audio? Yes. Yes, I might have. Am I very upset? Here's the thing, okay? There was a spider by my foot. I got nervous and I killed it. I know you're not supposed to kill spiders, but I know you're supposed to get like a Tupperware, bring it outside, let it back into the wild. But like they say on the wire, you come after the king, you best not miss. And the B Man, I did not miss. I smushed it, threw it in the garbage, went to record, all stoked. Yeah, I'm a grown up, big man. I killed a spider, and then I forgot to plug in my microphone. So we're redoing the episode. I'd call it episode 19, but I have a fun fact about 18. When I was in high school, my history teacher taught me that the 18th Amendment is prohibition, which outlawed alcohol in the United States in the 1920s. Our 21st Amendment did away with prohibition, making alcohol legal to sell again. And if you're 21, you're allowed to drink. 21st Amendment made drinking legal again. That's an easy way to remember those two, 18th, 21st Amendment. A little fun fact there. And now, before we get into the episode, there's something that's been on my mind all day. I'm going to let you into here a little bit. I read an article. Did I read an article? No. I read a headline that Kenan Thompson has been on SNL for 20 years now. I've never watched an episode of Saturday Night Live because I am not a dweeb. I go out on Saturday night to do stand-up, to drink, to try to get laid. Usually I fail at that last one disastrously, but it's okay because I am not a dweeb watching Saturday Night Live. But I do know Kenan from, here's what I'm thinking, okay? So he was in a lot of those early 90 movies that I liked, like The Mighty Ducks, Heavyweights, Fat Albert, which Bill Cosby is involved in. And with all this P. Diddy stuff coming out, where I think basically now, if you're a rap star, like you got to bumfuck P. Diddy or one of his crew to become a famous rapper, allegedly, don't want to get charged with anything. And with Kenan being relevant in Hollywood since the early 90s, and also knowing Bill Cosby, is like, what kind of nefarious things is Kenan doing to stay big time in Hollywood? And that's what I was doing all day. I was searching online. Apparently, he's on the up and up. He has a really good mother who kind of shaded him from all that nastiness from like Hollywood executives. But I'm still skeptical. I don't know anything about Kenan. It seems like he's on the up and up. But if I was an executive on the Mighty Ducks, it's just weird that like he's the one that's still famous because of all the hockey players. Like you think you'd go after Conway or definitely like I'd go after Banks. I mean that's what Estevez did. But this is a weird topic. Again, okay. Kenan, I got my autofocus on you. Everyone on the internet saying you're above board, but I'm watching. All right, let's get into the episode. This one comes from a subreddit called Cruise Ship Hookup. I'll post this photo and other ones here. MF4A Brilliance of Seas, Alaska, June 23rd through 30th. 34 female, 35 male couple hoping to make new and sexy friends while cruising Southeast Alaska. This confirms what I've already believed, and that's that people who go on cruises every year are some of the worst vacationers there are on Earth. If we were doing a pyramid, at the very top would be adults who go to Disney without children, and right below that are cruisers. I don't think they should be castrated. They're not like that level of evil or weirdo, but I do believe that like Americans who go on cruises annually should not have the Bill of Rights and should be restricted from voting in U.S. presidential elections. That's how passionate I am about people who cruises. They're weirdos. They should not be part of society. Actually, I like when they get stuck out of our society. So like sometimes you'll hear a story about how like pirates will jump on board and keep the cruise liners hostage, or that like a big cruise line will just lose power and be out to sea for 3 days. And I say good riddance. Like, leave those losers out in international water. America's better off without those low cultured hedonists. Unless you're over the age of 65, you should not be going on a cruise more than once every 5 years. And if you do, I'm keeping my eye on you and trying to stay away from you. On to this specific couple. Like, I'm okay with swinging on cruise lines if that's your thing, and it's not my thing. But I don't like you doing it on an Alaskan cruise, and I'll tell you why. My parents went on an Alaskan cruise. Ooh, now that I say that out loud, I hope my parents were not swingers on that cruise. Anyways, my parents went on an Alaskan cruise. My aunt's been on an Alaskan cruise. I have some successful friends who have been on one. And the thing is about Alaska is it's very expensive to get on that cruise line because it's very scenic and, it's hard to get to. So, like, that's not the line you want to be swinging on. Like, if I were on an Alaskan cruise, I would want to focus on the glaciers, the whales, the exotic animals I'll see out in the ocean. I would not want to be seeing some C-section of some skank in Suite 304. Like, leave that weirdo action to some cheap cruise line, like a Carnival cruise, all-inclusive, $1,500, 3 days, 4 nights in the Bahamas. That is the cruise line where you want to get freaky with your neighbors, not in Alaska. Because once you've seen one beach, like tropical beach, you've seen them all. So yeah, go away and make yourself a cuck. That's what you do when you're in the Bahamas, not when you're up in Alaska with those amazing glaciers, in my opinion. And I do believe my opinion is correct. There's one more thing I also don't like about these two. It's that it just reeks of desperation, like putting posts on Reddit before you go on the cruise. To me, that smells like virginity to me. It's almost like ladies, like when they're at a bar and a guy's hitting on them and they can just kind of sense, oh, this guy hasn't gotten laid in a while. Like, he's got that ick on him. You know that new word, ick? That guy's got the ick. I'm getting the ick from these two trying to schedule swinging action on a cruise before they're even there. I don't know about cruise line, but I know on land that an upside down pineapple, I believe it is an indication that you're a swinger and up for action. I got to assume when you're on a cruise that there's also some type of hand signal, gesture, or something you do that indicates, oh, like you want to be a cuck. There's got to be, or whatever the lingo is they use on cruise. So there's like pre-planning, like having like a pre-planned credit card. Like, nah, dude, just go to cruise blind, like with the blinders on, go straight to the bar, go straight to the pool, pee next to a couple you're attracted to. If they give you a weird, funny look, then yeah, go to your bunk and fuck. Guys, I got no stand-up. I've been trying to get good clips of me doing it. I haven't had much luck of late. So we're just going to get right into the next segment after this. I can't believe I forgot to press the record button. How hard is it to just boom, boom, go? Sometimes I'll listen to a podcast. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and the audio will be off, and I'll read in the show notes and say, oh, we forgot to press the right button, and that's why everything is off. And I'll always judge them like, oh, what idiots. You're professionals. How can you forget to press a button? Well, now I know. Sometimes it's not easy to press the button. Just be thankful I am not the guy in charge of the nukes. Like if the president came to me and go, hey, you're in charge of the nukes. When I say we're nuking Russia, press the button, and we're supposed to nuke them. And the president comes back and goes, hey, why is Russia still on the map? I'd be like, oh, dude, my bad. I was scrolling through Instagram. I saw a big butt and some tits, and I forgot to press the button. Do you want me to do it now? I could redo? No? Fired? All right. Record button. It seems so easy, but it's not. Damn. All right, this one comes from the subreddit Casual Conversation. You got this. Whatever hardships you're facing, you will get past them. I believe in you, and I will hold out hope for you, even if you don't have any hope in yourself. Thank you. If you feel lost or seem like you're being swallowed up by the darkness, I know you'll rise and face it head on, determined to fight through it and reach the light on the other end. And while I may not be with you physically, I'll be there for you in spirit and in thought to help you. Don't give up. You matter and have so much potential that it's waiting for you to make that leap of faith and land standing tall on your own 2 feet. Fuck off. What kind of message is this? This is a complete lie. Like, thanks, but no thanks. The last thing I want is some random Redditor's spirit by my side. You're thankful I'm not trying to get a restraining order against you. That everything about this post is a fabrication. I know this because I know my past. Like, you know how that adage, like when you're in high school, like, oh, it gets better. Like everyone who's peaking in high school, it's downhill from there. No, it's not. That is a lie. I know this because all the hot babes in my high school who were super popular, got great grades, went to all the dances, all those babes ended up going, I'm from Connecticut, so they all ended up going to like private colleges and universities, scattered throughout like Boston, like BC, BU, Rhode Island, Providence, and all those schools in Northern Jersey and New Hampshire and Vermont and all these like $50,000 schools. And now I look at them in social media and they're all married to guys who are over 6 feet tall, making 6 figures, and they blast Instagram photos and stories of their Easter photos and when they're on vacation at some super expensive resort. Like, their life trajectory has just continued upward, like that, what's that show? I can't think of it, but we'll move on. I have one specific, The Price is Right, with the hiker. You know where the hiker kind of goes up the mountain and then you got to like stop him before he falls? Well, the hot babes that are in high school, when they're going up life, they never reach the peak of the mountain. They just continue to go up as long as nothing tragic happens. And with the guys, same thing. I had a friend of mine in high school. I won't say his name, but if you might know who he is, because it seems like only people I know watch this show. But like, he's a typical jock, but cool guy. Like, he was, he played baseball, basketball. He was like the quarterback of the football team. Like, really, really weird, but athletic, charming, super popular. And now he ended up marrying like the hottest chick. His kids are adorable, and his life seems great. Like, and all the cool guys, like, their body count doesn't stop once they get their diploma. That body count just continues. There's a check, get higher and higher and higher, because like you say you graduate high school and you could be whoever you want to be, but you kind of, by that time, you kind of are who you are as far as like the social pecking order is concerned. Again, there are outliers. Like, some people will change their life. And if you do, that's great. But just know that you are the outlier. The norm is your life is not going to get any better. Like, if you don't have a job right now, you're going to continue to not be able to hold down a job because you never show up on time. If you're dating a cheater, your next boyfriend's going to be a cheater. And I'm not saying this to judge you, even though I am judging you. Like, look at me. I'm a no-name comic who nobody knows with 25 subscribers. I'm blasting out reels and shorts and long-form videos every day. Just I'm as annoying as they come, and chances are none of this will work. I will continue to be a no-name comic making no money at trying to make people laugh, because that's just how life is. This guy who wrote this post, he did it not for you, but for himself. Like, he wrote the post so now he could go to sleep feeling better about himself that he tried to give good karma to all of us losers reading Reddit. But chances are we're going to continue to stay losers, and he gets to feel better about himself because he thinks he did something worthwhile by giving hey, good job. You're all winners. No, we're all losers for the most part. And it's going to stay that way. So fuck you for trying to make yourself feel better for that uplifting. The thing about that message that I hate is that it's vapid. It's not, it's just, there's no specifics. It's a bunch of nothingness. It's like an email from your human resource department. That's what that is. Like, hey guys, thanks for being an employee. You're a great team member. We look forward to the next year. No, you don't. We're just collecting our check every 2 weeks. So, yeah, this guy, you're a loser. You're a dweeb. You're living at home. You're not making enough money. You hate your wife. You don't have a wife. It's going to probably stay that way. So find a hobby. Till next time, go suck a fat one.